and welcome back to the channel. I am Jackie and today I am talking to you guys all about my homeschool reverse planning bullet journal setup. If you are new to my channel, I'm Jackie. I am a homeschool mom of 4 boys, and this channel is all about motherhood and homeschool days, so definitely subscribe and ring the bell if that is something you are interested in. Thank you guys for being here and watching this video. So last year I actually put together a video showing you guys how I had planned out the entire homeschool year, and that just did not work for us. It ended up being just more of a burden to try to accomplish the things that I had planned out whatever weeks before, months before, and I just kind of ditched that. So I ended up just doing a reverse homeschool planning setup, which is basically just writing down what we did during the homeschool day. And so that just worked way better for us. So whenever I hit this year and I was planning out for this year and thinking about this homeschool year, getting our curriculum together, I decided to, instead of purchasing just a homeschool planner or something to do the reverse planning in, I just decided to do a bullet journal. I have seen some really cool videos about bullet journaling and how people plan stuff out with it. And I'm using it as a reverse homeschool planner. So I'm just writing down what we do in it, and I am just drawing out every week a new layout for it. One of my favorite bullet journal homeschool planning setups is from Ashley over at Family That Learns. She has a really cool video, and I'm gonna drop that video below. And it kind of inspired me to do the bullet journal thing. And then since then I've watched some really cool bullet journaling videos and kind of like made a Pinterest board and like all these things. So it is fun. It is a little bit more time consuming, but it is kind of a creative outlet for me as I write down what we are doing in our homeschool for my kids. So a couple of things before I show you guys what my bullet journal looks like. The first thing is this is for my own record keeping. This is not typed out. This is very informal. I just write down what the kids have done that day, and that is what this is for. This is not to turn into anyone. In our state, we don't have to turn anything in or anything. So this is just for me to see, okay, this is what we did this day, this week. It is not for anyone else really but me and my record keeping. So the second thing that I wanted to say was that one way that I make this work with the reverse planning is the curriculums that we use are pretty open and go. I basically just follow along with lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and we do a lesson a day. And so that makes it easy, and I can just write down the lesson that we did, and if there was anything extra I need to write in it for my kid or whatever, I do that also. But basically we just use open go curriculums for the most part, and that makes this reverse homeschool planning really easy. So I'm going to just hop right into this bullet journal video and show you guys what my homeschool reverse planning setup looks like. All right, so I am totally new to bullet journaling. I have never bullet journaled. So first up, let's talk supplies. I found this bullet journal on Amazon. It is from Paperage. And I decided to get yellow because it's nice and bright and fun, and I just was feeling it whenever I ordered it. It's like a really soft material right here. As for pens, I'm gonna go over with you guys the pens that I got. So I actually got this little case from Target for all of my pens because I had them just laying out everywhere. So I'm pretty sure I just searched on Amazon for just some good bullet journaling pens, and these popped up. So these are actually from Tombow, and they work really great for my bullet journal. So they are actually brush point pens, so I'll show you the tips of them. One of them is a little more like paintbrushy, and then one of them is a little more pointed at the end. And so these work really great for my bullet journaling. I will show you in a little bit like kind of what they look like, but these do not bleed through. I really like these. I will probably order these again. I like them a lot. I'll link them below. And the other thing that I got that is probably my favorite part is all of the different highlighters that I got. I think I got these at Target, but these work great, and I love that they're pastel. They're just really pretty, and I really like them. And I kind of just do like the detail parts with these highlighters. And as for my outlines that I do, I just grab a pencil to do that, and then I recover my outlines with these favorite Tombow pens. So the last supply that I have is just a really great ruler, straight edge. I use this to help make my straight lines. So once you've gathered all your supplies, then you are all set and ready to bullet journal. So what I did was I just simply did August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. These are all of the months that we will be doing school this year. We'll end in May. We started in August. We have not been on any field trips yet, so this is going to be the next thing on the journal. As for read alouds, I like to do a little bit of doodling up here. This is our chapter book read aloud. So the only book that we've finished so far, read aloud wise, chapter book read aloud wise, is The Secret of the Scrolls, book 1. I want to just do some doodling with one of my favorite quotes from Charlotte Mason: "Education is an atmosphere, a discipline, a life," and just kind of doodle and have fun with it. Moving on to the next page, the audiobook that we have finished so far is Charlotte's Web. So you see how I like to do some details with my highlighters in the background. So I like to have a monthly marker here. So for August, I just drew like a little thing, a little plant, and then I used my highlighters to kind of highlight that a little bit more and make it look fun. And so this is what our first week of school looked like. So this is how I set it up originally. It's a little different than the way I'm setting it up now. But what I did was I divided it up between each boy had a side, and I just divided it each space. It was like, I think it was around like 8 dots to make this space, but they're obviously not perfect. I am not a perfectionist, so if you're a perfectionist, this may look a little different for you. For me, it does not. I'm not a super huge perfectionist, so this is the way it looks for me. And my setup is, like I said, different now as I have gone on. And what I did for the second week, I did kind of the same layout, but I did switch up how I did my spaces. So just to give it some variety, make it look pretty. I did some detail with the highlighters here, and I like the way that looks. And then I also like to highlight each square. And then for the end of the month, I just wrote down, because we only had 2 weeks in August, and so for the end of the month for Ezra's preschool, I just kind of wrote down what we did. We're doing like maybe 1 lesson a week, and then he joins us for our family subjects usually. Moving on to September, I saw this really cute idea on Pinterest to just like ideas for bullet journaling, like doodling. And so I actually made a Pinterest board. I will link that Pinterest board below, and you guys can check it out of just some ideas for bullet journaling. These take me a little bit longer because I do them with the pencil first, and then I go over them with my with these pens right here that I showed you before. I highlighted detailed too. So for the month of September, I set it up a little bit differently. So what I did instead was I divided up by family subjects and individual subjects. So basically our individual subjects are language arts and math. So our language arts and math, they just kind of are the same. So I just write down kind of what we did, what lesson we did, if we did it that day, and if we didn't. And then for our family subjects, I just write down our lessons that we did in that. This particular week, we only did 2 days of family subjects, and that's okay with me because, like I said, we're still in a transition period with the baby and stuff like that. So for our 4th week, I did the same kind of thing. So I did fam subjects, I divided it up into spaces, and then I wrote down everything we did for that. This was the first week of a couple of co-ops for us. So this is the way it's lined up. I add detail with the dates here too on the side so that I know which day it is. And then I divided up Eli and Isaiah's daily work, individual work that they do. Now for the 5th week, I actually added a spot for Ezra's preschool because this week I guess we had done a little bit more than usual, and I did family subjects over here and I did Eli and Isaiah here. So each day each week you'll notice that I have made it look a little bit different. So this week is different than this week. And so that's one thing I really am liking about the bullet journaling is the individuality of the pages that you can make. And so I'm really liking that. So same thing for this week. I think this was our 6th week, and I just added in all our family subjects here. I added in all our family subjects for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday we were gone, but the other days we had things going on. Tuesdays are a different type of co-op for us, so we do enrichment stuff And so here's where I'm going to start with you guys. I'm going to show you how I divide it up, how I set it up, and what it's going to look like, and how I'm going to fill in the first day of this particular week that I am doing. So I'm going to take my brush pen that is a little more thick, and I'm going to write family subjects with this. And from there, I'm going to just simply go over it to make it a little darker. Now, I'm going to show you guys, it does not bleed through. You can kind of see it a little bit, but it really does not bleed through like the Sharpies bled through. They bled through so much. I'm going to wait for my highlighters to do the detailing at the end. But now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to just divide it up into 4 sections because we only have 4 days of schoolwork this week. So this time I'm just going to go all the way across. And then sometimes I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do a little bit of detail here. Okay, so now that I have that divided up, I'm going to take my thinner brush pen and I'm going to go over my lines. Okay, so now I have my whole setup for the week, and then I'm going to take I already have my small pen, and I'm going to go ahead and write the dates here. So it was Tuesday, I'm just going to do a T, the 28th, so 9/28. Wednesday, 9/29. Okay, so now that I have those done and ready, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do my lines on this side of the page. So this is for individual subjects, and I'm actually going to start here at the bottom here. And I am going to simply write the boys' names at the bottom here. And I'm going to do it in cursive. Like I said, I am not a perfectionist. I'm probably going to say that 10 times in this video. But I have their names there, and we did doing 4 days of schoolwork this week. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to just do something a little fun here, and I'm going to do them at an angle. So I'm going to take my smaller brush pen and I am going to do the date. Tuesday, 9/29. See, this is what I mean. It is not perfect by any means. So I actually wrote Monday. This is supposed to be Tuesday. But that's okay. Okay, so now that I have all my dates set up and everything, I'm going to go over it with my highlighters. Alright, so this side's done, and then I'm going to come over here, and just to kind of use the same colors, I'm just going to use the 3 same colors on this page. So this is my setup for this week, and we've actually already finished Tuesday, so I'm going to go ahead and start filling in Tuesday for this week in the journal. So I'm going to do family subjects here, and then I'm going to do individual subjects up here. So I generally take my smaller brush pen and I use this brush pen to do my filling in. This is a look at our family subjects for Tuesday, and then I'll go ahead and fill in Eli's language arts. Okay, and then I'm going to add in Isaiah's. And so if the boys do anything else during the day, I will add it up here individually. But for the most part, everything family-wise will go in this this family subjects page. And so that is a look at our week this week. So we flipped the page over, and this page is going to be my monthly marker for October, and this page is actually going to be my journal page. So a journaling is what I want to start doing in this, for just little things that the boys picked up, just that I can look back on. It's kind of cool because you get to look back and you get to just see like your creativity mixed in with all of the things that your kids are doing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope it gave you some inspiration for reverse homeschool planning and for bullet journaling in general. It is a really cool little thing to be doing. I am enjoying the bullet planning, and I would like to do like a personal journal also with it, but I'm not there yet, so I'm kind of just getting my feet wet with planning out our homeschool year through this bullet journal. I hope you enjoyed. I will have all the links linked below for my pins and my actual journal, and thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely subscribe, hit the like button if you really liked this video, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.